if you're a dude, you need an incredible grooming tool in your grooming arsenal, because the grooming tool is not just for beards. You can use this bad boy for much and many of your manscaping needs. But not all, as we will talk about today. If you guys are looking for an incredible grooming tool, this is the Brio. It's my personal pick, my favorite grooming tool since the Norelco. Guys, I did a review where I went head-to-head, Norelco versus the Brio. If you want to check that video out on why I feel that this is the best grooming tool on the market, period, there's a link down below. That video was definitely not sponsored. This video today is, and Brio was happy enough to let me talk about why you shouldn't use this thing on certain parts of your body. If you guys are looking for an amazing grooming tool, or you're just not satisfied with your current grooming tool, you gotta hit that link down below and go grab a Brio. They are back in stock. Every time I talk about these things, they sell out, and the reason is because the quality is insane, and the price, like, I don't honestly know how they sell them as inexpensively as they do. But right now, they've got a limited time offer, guys. If you want to grab one, they are even more ridiculously priced. That link will be down below to go grab a Brio today. You're gonna love your Brio more than most of your family members, and quite possibly some of your kids, because the Brio will never let you down. It'll never disappoint you. It's always got your back, and it is super sexy. I love my Brio, maybe possibly a little bit too much, but I am a realist. And today, gentlemen, I need to talk to you about a few places where you should definitely not use the Brio trimmer. Even though this is an amazing product, there are some areas on your body that is definitely not designed for a beard grooming tool, regardless of if it's the Brio or some other crappy product. It is not supposed to be used on 5 specific places. The first area is your balls. So your grooming tool is perfect for upper pube region grooming, right? Without the attachment, you're totally safe. But as soon as you start getting around that soft, supple, stretchy skin of your scrotum, all hell breaks loose. Don't fool yourself in thinking that you can, like, just barely almost get it clean. It never works, and you end up like nipping and you bleed, and it's horrible. If you are gonna get this near your boys, you definitely need to be using the smallest attachment you can, probably a 3mm. But here's the other problem. See that guard, right? There's a lot of space in between there. You still need to be super freaking careful if you're getting this near that. Balls are meant to be shaved. Number 2 is your eyebrows. Gentlemen, you never want to use your grooming tool to trim your eyebrows. See how much space is in between those teeth on the guard? The guard works perfect if you keep it nice and flat on flat skin, but your eyebrow also has a ridge. And so if you start going like this, it actually will get in between the blades and make it super freaking short. For eyebrows, you want to use tweezers underneath and in the center to remove the hair to give them a little shape. But then to take a lot of the bulk and the weight out of your eyebrows, you want to use scissors. You also want to use a small comb. Take your comb and go against your brows just to lift them up a little bit. And then take your scissors and just go over them like that. And you also want to do it down the other way. It's about thinning them. It's about taking a little bit of bulk out of them and about removing the super long, crazy old man eyebrows. The third area on your body you should never use a grooming tool without an attachment is your pits. The skin on your armpit is super soft, it's delicate, and there are a lot of bumps and ridges. And so a big mistake that I've made before is actually just thinking, oh, I'm just gonna hold my arm really still and just go down. I always end up nipping myself. If you want to take the length of the armpit hair down, or just take a little bit of the substance and bulk out of it, pop an attachment on that grooming tool, go to town. You can get pretty short with that. If you're somebody who wants to go even shorter, you should probably shave. Fourth place on your body, you should never use a grooming tool without an attachment. I don't want to talk about how I know this. I just will let you know that your butthole, it's off limits. And last, but certainly not least, the 5th place you should not use a facial hair grooming tool, even with an attachment on, is your hair. In my opinion and experience, a facial hair grooming tool is great for grooming your body, it's great for grooming your face, but your head and your hair, it's a different animal. The hair is different, it's a little bit less thick, it's less coarse, and in my opinion, there are better tools for the job. If you're gonna be somebody who wants to experiment with cutting their own hair, I would definitely invest in a pair of hair clippers. In my opinion, Wall makes the best. They've got a lot of different options, super affordable. but they are a better tool to use on your head. Technically, could you use a grooming tool to cut your hair? Probably. I just don't necessarily think it's the best idea. And if you're somebody who is regularly going to be cutting their hair or giving yourself high and tight fades, this is definitely not the tool for the job, but an amazing tool nonetheless. My grooming tool could talk. It would have some pretty wild stories because we've been through a lot together. It's seen the good, the bad, the stinky side of me, and I appreciate it. It's like a trusty dog that never disappoints you, that always loves you even when it hurts you. And it has hurt me in certain areas, like my man, I'll tell you. Anyway, you're bad sometimes, but I love you so damn much. I also love you. Gentlemen, if you dug this video, give it a big thumbs up because I went through the pain, the blood, the agony for you, so you don't hurt yourself next time you decide to manscape.